Talking Luther College volleyball with head coach Danielle Lynch and reviewing the past week. Coach Loris came to town last week. They ended up getting you 3-1. Talk about that evening. Obviously a little bit disappointing, but and your kids know you can play better than that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, they walked away knowing that they could play better, and just Loris and I were pre-ranked in the preseason polls, tied for 4th. So I mean, we knew it was a good game going to go into it. And we saw them play at the Dells, and we scouted them, and they have some good swingers going on and from the outside, and they have a good lefty on the right side as well. And we just couldn't stop them. Our block wasn't there. Our defense, when our defense was, our offense wasn't. So it's just, if we had one person going or two people going, that's just not enough. And we know that, and how to fight back from that, and it will only make us stronger. And they know how disappointing that was. And it was a kind of an in-betweener game because this conference it's pretty tight. With a bunch of teams just right in the middle of the pack. So they know how important it is and how important all the rest of the games are from here on out.
And you mentioned last week going down to the Wartburg tournament, you were going to face some awfully tough competition. You ended up getting one of the 4 matches you played down there, but how did facing the competition you faced down there make you better?
Yeah, it was wonderful. Carthage, they just dropped out of the top 20, so they're high up there, and they have, they're just a well-meshed team, and they were just, finding us, we were finding them. So it was a back-and-forth kind of game, which we need to get used to. We need to know how to win those games, how to fight back, and maybe start from the beginning. And that's the kind of the theme that we've had for the past 3-4 weeks now. And just not getting down 6, 7, 8, 9 points, and having to claw our way back there. But that's what they know how to do. They know how to fight back, and they know how to get to that 20-point mark. And we took a game off Carthage, awesome. And then we played St. Thomas, and we were up, unfortunately up 24-21, and they came back and beat us 26-24. And that just comes with experience, and what do we do in that situation, and not letting our opponents get on too many runs. And it was just a lot of things. And yes, we were tired, but we still need to push hard and fight through things. And we played well, but we know we can still play better. So we're going to be held at that standard a little bit more.
And this week you go down to Dubuque tomorrow night to take on the Spartans. Talk about the matchup with Dubuque. What do they bring to the table?
Yeah, and like I said, everyone, after Coe and Wartburg, everyone's kind of just jam-packed in the middle of the conference. So teams are at 2-1, 1-2, and they're just right there and evenly matched with their conference record and their overall record as well. So I think it's going to be pretty much similar to our Loris game, where it's going to be back and forth, and we have to start from zero right from the beginning. And again, we know that, so just being prepared for that. And they have their heavy swinger on the outside, number 20 from Illinois, and she's been up and down a little bit. She's had some injuries, and I would too, with having taken 1,700 swings in my freshman career. But yeah, so I mean, we have to watch out for her, but we can't just, if we shut her down, we have to shut the whole team down as well, because they have other outlets as well. They have a new setter in there, new libero, so they're a pretty young team, similar to us. So we're just going to have to fight right from the get-go.
And another Minnesota opponent this weekend in the Bennies on Saturday.
Yeah, and they're number 12 in the nation. Who scheduled all these tough teams? But it's only going to make us better. And we travel down there. It's going to be a long trip. But they are such a well-disciplined team, and they know what it takes to win. And they've beaten some big teams, and they've lost to some big teams as well. So it's going to be a challenge for us, but we know that we're up for the challenge now after facing great competition at the Wartburg tournament. So I think that will be a great transition into this coming up weekend.
And that whole consistency till 25 points thing, still the theme going into this week?
Yeah, any day now, Darren. Any day. They're just going to go right from 0 to 25, and we're not going to look back, and we're going to just, win in 3, hit the bus, and go home. That's what we talk about, just starting right from the get-go, and they know what it takes. They just have to finish. They just have to fire on all cylinders, fight as a team, and it's not just the 6 players that are on the court. It's the whole bench. It's the whole, who's going in for subs, And it's exciting and fun to watch them play when they're on. And so just how do they remember that, and how do they go forward with that? And I mean, I don't think people know how great they can be, and they're still learning how great they can be. It's just getting that confidence, getting that team morale up a little bit more. And I mean, when they're on, look out, everyone.
All right, hopefully that starts tomorrow night, Coach.
Yeah.
We wish you best of luck.
Thanks, Darren.
Danielle Lynch talking Luther College volleyball.